Buenos dias and welcome to my Barcelona vlog. So soon after Ibiza, but Charlie and I are here for a real holiday. We are staying in an Airbnb. This is it. And we are just going to be exploring the city. I have not been to Barcelona in I think probably like 10 years, and Charlie's been twice before more recently, but they were work trips, so we're both really looking forward to doing some exploring. We've done loads of blog research, so we've got a few things on our list that we'd like to visit, but today we are going to get on an open-top bus tour. I always think that they're a really good way of just seeing the city, getting to know your bearings, and seeing where all the main sites are in comparison to each other. Plus, there's actually a taxi strike on at the moment, so it's definitely going to be our best way of getting around. Our Airbnb is really lovely. It is quite north of the city, quite about 45 minutes walk away from the beach in a really lovely local area, so I'll be able to put my Spanish to the test in lots of restaurants around here. As you may know, if you follow me on Instagram and you've seen my Instagram stories lately, I have been taking part in the OGX Be Bright challenge this month, which is where OGX, the haircare company, they're challenging you to learn a new skill or a new talent to make yourself feel more bright, more confident, to go alongside their lovely hair care range, which obviously helps make your hair lovely and bright as well. So my challenge this month was to improve my Spanish. When I was younger, I used to speak Spanish quite well. I actually studied it during my GCSEs and A-level, and my mum is pretty much fluent in Spanish because she actually used to live in Spain for 20 years. So it was always a language I really loved speaking, but because I haven't used it for a good 10 years, I've really lost out on that skill. So when OGX set the challenge, I was like, immediately I knew what I wanted to do. I also love traveling to Spain. I love Ibiza. I love visiting the coast here in Spain. My uncle has a house near Valencia, so it's definitely a language that I would be able to get a lot of use out of. So very grateful to OGX for setting the challenge. I honestly think the best way of learning a language is to really immerse yourself in it. So I'm going to speak as much Spanish as I can with the locals here in Barcelona, so I will let you know how I get along. With regards to my hair care, obviously my hair has got to be as bright as my confidence with this challenge. I'm going to go to the bathroom and show you what I'm currently using again. So the range that I have been using, obviously OGX have a huge amount of hair care ranges based on what you need for your hair. So whether you need hydration, whether you need volume, you can pick and choose from so many different ranges. But the one that I have been loving the most is this one. This is the Lavender and Platinum range. Firstly, because my hair is coloured blonde, the lavender in this ensures that any yellowness from my hair is completely taken out, so it gives it that really lovely ashy colour, which is what I need. So if you do have coloured blonde hair and you just want to tone it yourself at home without those expensive salon visits, then this is definitely worth a go. This range has also got lavender oil. Is it lavender oil? Yeah, lavender oil and chamomile extract in it, so it's got some really lovely nourishing ingredients, and it helps to hydrate the hair. When you go on holiday, obviously the sun, the sea, travelling, the air in the airplane, all of those things really strip the moisture out of your hair. Personally, I don't like to use heated appliances when I'm on holiday, not even a blow dryer, which really helps towards the hydration, but having a shampoo and conditioner that's so caring and really helps to nourish the hair makes a huge difference, and my hair doesn't get frizzy or anything like that when I don't apply any heat to it. So this is how it looks, just having naturally dried, and I'm more than happy with this for my time here exploring Barcelona. This is the matching conditioner, really nourishing for the hair, and both the shampoo and the conditioner also have UVA and UVB protectors, which is so important when you are actually, even in the UK at the moment we need it, but especially when you're abroad, just to protect your hair from any damage from the sun. So this range ticks so many boxes, which is why I'm loving it at the moment. Highly recommend. They are on offer in Superdrug at the moment, so I will leave a link down below to shop them. So this range is what I have to thank for keeping my hair lovely and radiant and bright. So now I think it's time, Charlie's just outside on our terrace. In fact, I'm going to show you our terrace because it's definitely the best bit of the apartment. As I said, we're going to hop on the open top bus tour and go and explore Barcelona. So this is our terrace. It is pretty much the same size, if not bigger, than our apartment. This is Charlie's office. We've got a lovely little balcony area with a cover over it, so we've got a little shaded spot, and then the view is out onto one of the streets. It is already so hot. and all the way down there is the coast, so I think that's the direction that we're going to head in. Quick outfit of the day before we head out. I'm wearing my lovely Love Shack Fancy play suit that I wore a lot in Ibiza. You may have spotted it in my Ibiza vlog. Absolutely love it. It's a really lightweight silk material, so it's very airy for a day out and about. And then I've got my Valentino sandals on. These are just so comfortable. It looks a little bit dressy, but honestly they are so comfortable. If I know I'm going to be walking a lot, then they are perfect for that. And then my Kate Spade bucket bag. It is surprisingly spacious. I've got a swimming costume, I've got my makeup, I'll be putting my phone, my camera and my purse in there. And it can also be worn crossbody because Barcelona sadly does have a little bit of a reputation for street theft. So I think having a cross shoulder bag will just make me feel a lot more confident walking around. So without further ado, let's go. We've just made a pit stop in the H&M flagship, and it is without a doubt the most beautiful H&M store I have ever seen. Look at this amazing building. And they also have a very nice cafe up on the top floor. So we've come to quite a local looking bar called BARCELONA, Tapas del Vino. There's lots of seafood and lots of traditional tapas. So we've already ordered some vino.
You're going to order on here.
Podemos tener un porción de croquetas de jamón.
Sí, hacemos unas dos.
Cuatro, por favor.
Muy bien, muchas gracias.
Gracias.
Thank you. Rub is up.
Okay, so to start with,
En español, por favor.
para empezar, tenemos una selección de tapas, pan con tomate y alioli.
There's no alioli there.
¿No? Cuatro croquetas de jamón.
Your favorite?
Una selección de jamón ibérico. Y también tengo una copa de rosado. Gracias. Afternoon on the hop-on, hop-off bus. I feel like I've got my bearings. Charlie wants to sunbathe and I want to shop, so we've gone our separate ways. I'm now on the Paseo de Gracia. I think it's Gracia. I'll put the correct name on the screen now. And I found a boutique that a lot of people recommended. It's called Santa Eulalia, which is actually the name of the town that I stayed at in Ibiza, and it's a little bit of a designer boutique, so it's got lots of brands like Celine, Fendi, Gianvito Rossi. It's a little bit like Brown's fashion, so a nice little selection. So I'm going to make my shopping start here and then nip into some of the stores on this street, which is kind of like an upmarket version of London's Oxford Street. And then in about an hour or so I'll go and join Charlie on the sunny balcony of our Airbnb. Hours later now. Trying to find you. The heat of the day is finally gone, and Charlie and I have come to a place called El Nacional, which was recommended by one of you guys actually, so thank you very much. And it is just off the Paseo de Gracia, which is where I was shopping earlier. We are freshly showered, feeling a lot better after how hot and sweaty it was earlier. And this restaurant behind me, it's in a really cool courtyard, and it's like a series of small restaurants inside. There's a tapaceria, there's a brasserie, there's a fish restaurant, and there's a few others as well. It's really cool inside, so let me show you what it's like. hola, buenos dias, or bon dia, as they say here in Barcelona. I think they speak more Catalan here, so I'm trying to figure out the lingo. Today is actually our last day. I realised I didn't really vlog that much yesterday because we had a bit of a day off. I say a day off, we're on holiday. We went to the beach yesterday. I think I showed you our lunch, which was amazing, this place called Surf House. But today, before we leave, our flight is quite late tonight. We're going to try and do a few of the more touristy things. So I'm making my way to the Sagrada Familia this morning. We've left the apartment quite early, so it's not too hot yet. The streets are all very quiet, so I'm trying to vlog in my whispering voice. But yesterday we also figured out how easy to use the metro is here, so we're going to be heading to our nearest metro, which is Fontana, and it's only 20 minutes away from Sagrada Familia. So that's the plan. If I sound a little bit croaky, it's because the aircon in our Airbnb is not the best, so it's giving me a bit of a sore throat, but going to power through. So I'll see you when we get to Sagrada Familia. So here it is, the Sagrada Familia. This is one of the most famous buildings in Barcelona. As you might be able to see, there's some scaffolding in the background. That's because this was, I think it was construction started in the 1880s by obviously the famous Catalan architect Antoni Gaudí, but it is still not complete, so they are still working on it. There's a bit of controversy because some of the materials that they're using now they don't think Gaudí would have approved of, but things we've got to do for modern construction, and I think you'll agree it is pretty spectacular. Very, very Gothic. It's called a basilica. Oh my goodness. So this is a Catholic church and it is absolutely breathtaking. Wow. Lots of people here already and it's only 9 o'clock in the morning. Should have got here earlier. So I've come to the other side of the lake, which is definitely the best spot to get a photo. So when you see this picture on my Instagram, just know that I had to fight through a lot of people to get this shot. Alright, so we've just had to fight with quite a lot of tourists, not literally obviously, to get the right shots outside Sagrada Familia. It is very, very busy, being one of the main kind of tourist destinations here in Spain. I have to say my Spanish has really helped on this trip, whether that's asking for instructions or asking people where the best place is to take a photo. So now I'm going to put my Spanish to practice again and ask someone where the best place is to grab a coffee around here, because we are in desperate need of some caffeine after this morning's early start. We're not going to actually go inside Sagrada Familia because there's quite a big queue. We didn't order our tickets in advance and we always thought this trip was going to be more of a chill trip, and then hopefully maybe when the weather cools down, perhaps in October, I think that would be a really nice time to visit Barcelona and do the more touristy things. So I'll have to keep going with my Spanish lessons and make sure that I can speak even better next time. But for now, vamos a la café porque necesito una café con leche y hielo. Café con hielo? Café frío. Iced coffee basically. Vamos. So with my Instagram research, I found this place called Brunch and Cake, and I'm pretty sure this is Barcelona's answer to Peggy Portion. Yes, I am having to queue to get in, but it'll be worth it. So, so cute. Okay, so our trip to Brunch and Cake was a great success. I just had the tastiest vanilla iced latte that I think I've ever had. Top tip would definitely be, if you want to go there to that particular one, which is the one with the beautiful flowers out the front, you literally need to get there at 10 o'clock when it opens, because I had to queue for about 20 minutes and it was worth it, but when I was leaving, the queue was probably about half an hour long. It's definitely, I would say, Barcelona's version of Peggy Portion. They have certainly utilised the flowers to make it super Instagrammable, and it did the job. I did take a quick picture here. In fact, I think I was so busy taking that picture that I didn't vlog while I was in there, but very, very nice experience. I've just found this amazing pink building nearby. I don't know if you can really see it from that, but it's almost like the Villa Ephrussi in France. It's so, so beautiful. So I'm going to see if I can get in there because it matches my outfit of the day perfectly. I'm wearing my little Revolve outfit and Kate Spade bag, mango necklace that I bought the other day. And then I'm heading to a place called, I think it's 1889 or 1989, which apparently has a really beautiful roof terrace. So let's do some more exploring.
Everything seems out of place. This morning is an ordinary phase. So we all just let it go. You said
So I've done a little bit of shopping and we have now made our way back to Las Ramblas area, which is very, very busy at this time of day. Currently looking for a hotel. I think it's called 1898. I've been recommended a rooftop bar here, so we thought that'd be a nice place to go and grab our last little selection of tapas, or maybe just a coffee, depending on how nice it is. Hopefully they've got some aircon because it is about 37 degrees. I would say it's absolutely roasting. But yeah, so Las Ramblas is obviously a really famous street, so I'm gonna have a little mooch up and down here. I think last time I came to Barcelona about 10 years ago, this street was just full of flower stalls, which is what it was typically known for, but now it's a little bit more touristy. Have to be really careful with your belongings. I definitely recommend a crossbody bag. We saw a couple of people looking pretty shifty when we were last here, so we're gonna be very careful. But yeah, let's do some exploring.
Would you like to stay till dawn? I know it's late, but I'm still hanging on. The lights are out, the city sleeps. You and me is everything we need. I don't want to be lonely, but it will be the only thing I fear with us two. Tell me, would you like to let me in and stay there? Isn't this what your heart wants? And then don't you?
That turned out to be a real hidden gem. Perfect place to enjoy an iced coffee or a glass of rosé. Amazing roof terrace. Definitely one to spend the afternoon. If we had more time, then definitely would have got one of the sunbeds and chilled there. But now we are absolutely starving, need some food. Another place that's come very highly recommended through my blog research is a place called Flax and Kale. So no reservation, but I'm gonna give it a go, see if they have a little bit of room for lunch.
Everything seems out of place this morning is an ordinary phase. Don't you worry, I am on your side. Want to love even a broken smile. I lost the balance, whatever happens. When you're close to me, I feel your heartbeat.
Okay, that meal was absolutely delicious. It was a vegan restaurant, which I don't mind. I'm a meat eater, but don't mind a vegan meal every now and then. I had a lovely ricotta and it had a green sauce, lots of nutty goodness and some kale. We were also sat next to this lady called Christina who runs like an entrepreneur digital community in Canada, so I got speaking to her, made a good friend. I always just love speaking and finding new friends while abroad, so that was really lovely. Now heading back to the apartment via our favourite little juice place. I'm going to grab an Amazonian juice, which is loads of fruit and vegetables and acai berries, which is an absolute favourite of mine. And then sadly packing and getting ready to go. I think I'm going to have a quick shower, wash my hair before we do go because I am hot diggity. I have to say throughout this whole trip, obviously I'm not totally fluent in Spanish, but just relearning those basics so that you can understand people, ask questions, understand menus and ask what you want, ask for directions, etc. It just gives you so much more confidence when you're in a new place. So very, very grateful to OGX for setting me the Be Bright challenge because it's just made me feel so good, and I don't know, it's just really lovely when a waiter is like, oh, you speak Spanish, habla español, and I'm like, sí, un poquito, and it just makes the locals really happy that you're making an effort with their language. And as I mentioned earlier, I think Charlie and I will probably come back to Barcelona when it cools down a little bit because there's still so much to do. Obviously today's been really fun. Yesterday on the beach was great, but I'd love to do even more exploring when it's a little bit cooler. All the side streets have bins. I'm trying to find like an attractive place to walk to film, but it's impossible. So yeah, juice bar, then the apartment, time to pack and time to head home. Perfecto, gracias. back to our apartment. I was so unlucky. I arrived at our juice place just moments after they closed the door. I think I got there at 3:02 and it shut at 3, but never mind, got an iced coffee instead. It's quite disappointing that here in Barcelona there are so few alternatives to using single-use plastic, so my plastic-free July has really suffered while we've been in Barcelona, but having said that, it is August. However, I am going to try and keep up my plastic reduction, let's say, but yeah, it is very, very hard when you are traveling. So Charlie's outside on the terrace making most of the last of the rays before we head home, although I think it's due to be 32 degrees in London tomorrow, so pretty toasty. We don't need to do too much sunbathing while we're here. And as I said, I'm just going to get in the shower because I'm so sweaty. I need to give my hair another wash before we go. So I thought I would say farewell now. Thank you for joining me for this short but sweet travel vlog. I hope you have enjoyed coming on this trip with us and seeing me put into practice my new and improved Spanish skills. Gosh, my arm is aching so much, I'm gonna have to prop it up. So yeah, thank you very much to OGX for challenging me for the OGX Be Bright challenge to improve my Spanish, because it has made this trip so much more enjoyable, and I'm so excited to keep on learn even more, and of course enjoy bright, lovely, nourished hair thanks to their amazing range. I will leave a link to their range down below, so check it out. I definitely need some more nourishment after a day in the sunshine, so I'm going to use my favourite range, my Lavender and Platinum, with its lovely essential oils to cleanse, nourish and brighten my hair. So yeah, that is all from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everything that I've worn, everywhere that we've visited, etc. will be linked down below. So that is all from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!